Hi guys, my name is Tanya and this is my Tuesday Talks video for this week. Tuesday Talks is hosted by Janie and Janelle over on Goodreads, and I'll put a link down there for you in case you want to go and check it out, which you should because it's awesome. Only if you want to, obviously. And I am gutted that I missed last week. I'm guessing you guys probably have a similar thing elsewhere in the world, otherwise you've just got better immune systems than us. But I don't know if you've got a name for it. But we have this thing called freshers flu, where when all the students come back to uni and all the new students who we call freshers start uni, they bring all their germs with them and it creates like this horrible mutant super cold thing, and I had that last week and wasn't really up to doing anything apart from dragging my sorry bum to work. So I didn't film anything last week because I was feeling sorry for myself. But I am back this week and I am excited. It's a good topic. So this week I am telling you about some of my favourite reading spots. And the first thing for this is that I feel like I need to make the distinction that is, I read a lot in my bed, which is where I'm sitting right now, but I don't necessarily like reading in my bed. Also, I'm not going to show it to you because it's a bit of a mess, and I'm just doing that outward presentation thing where what you can see looks okay, but the rest of the room's a state. If I sit for too long on my bed reading, I get a really bad backache because I end up hunched over like this. But if I lie down, I end up getting really sleepy, and that in turn gives me a headache, and it's just a big nightmare and a mess. And basically, I'm waiting for a point in my life where I can get myself like a single person armchair that I can just curl up in and it will be amazing. I can't have one in my room this year because it's too small, and again I'm not going to show you because it's a state, but take my word for it, the room is small, I can't get an armchair in here, it's a sad time. I do have a couple of spots in the house where I like to sit. They're not my favourite cosy spots that I've had for reading, but they're pretty good. Like for where I'm living for the year, they will do. The first of these is by the tumble dryer in the kitchen, where we actually bought a table to put in our kitchen because it didn't have anywhere to sit and we thought there was room and we didn't like not having somewhere to sit. And one of the chairs makes quite a nice like corner between the tumble dryer and the table, and it's quite compact and you can like fold yourself up and sit in it, which is how I like to read. So that's one of my favourite spots to read. And then the opposite is that we have a reclining sofa, and I don't necessarily use the reclining sofa to stretch out, but having the extra length of its leg bit sticking out means that I can curl up really well and my feet don't hang off the edge of the sofa, and it's just really comfy. It's not a very cozy sofa, which makes me sad, but it's okay. It's pretty good. Best spot in the house, really. I also like invading Beth's bed to read, but we're not in the house at the same time a lot of the minute, so I can't do that as much. So one of my absolute favourite things to do, and this is really sad, is to go and sit in Starbucks and read. I would show you these, but collecting all the footage of all the places that I like to go and sit in Starbucks in Cardiff would have taken quite a while. But basically, if you find a Starbucks in Cardiff, it probably has a spot that I like to sit in it. They're normally squat little chairs that I can like fold up on and hope nobody notices that I might have my feet on them. And I like to get a coffee and some cake, and this is how I have a Starbucks Gold membership. But yeah, I like to legitimise my reading by having a drink. So I pride myself on my mastery of how long I can make a drink last, so that I feel okay sitting there for as long as I want to read, which is always a really long time. I do also really like independent coffee shops, but they're often a lot smaller and I feel bad occupying space in them for too long. But during the summer there's a shop just down the road from me called Stag Coffee, and I've really enjoyed sitting in their back garden and reading. And there's not quite such a cram for spaces outside as there is inside, so I felt okay sitting reading out there with like an iced coffee. Basically, take me where there's coffee and cake and comfy chairs and I am golden. But that's it really. I used to have a favourite spot to read at home, which was a single person armchair, and it's like my goal in life now to just have one of those that I can sit in to read. You have like optimum curl-uppiness because you fold your legs up and they don't stick out over there because you've not got two seats or however many seats. And for some reason I've just got to a point at the age of 24 where I idolise the idea of an armchair, which is crazy. So yeah, I don't know if this makes any sense. I think I've really just rambled about curling up and Starbucks, which is the essence of my life essentially. I feel kind of sad that I don't have anywhere really individual that I like to sit and read, but in a rented student type house there's never anywhere that good. So yeah, if you have somewhere interesting that you like to read, let me know, because I'm always up for inspiration. And if you don't have somewhere that you'd class as interesting, tell me where you like to read anyway. But yeah, I hope you're having a lovely start to your term if you're the sort of person that still has terms. I hope everything is wonderful if you're that sort of person, or if you're just the sort of person that exists without the academic setting of terms. I still can't get away from them, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye!